Alright guys, welcome to episode 2. We are in September now. We left the last episode in August after we had just put down the greenhouses. So this episode we are going to get us a trailer so we can start hauling this lettuce as it produces to sell it, and we're going to get our fields prepared for planting season. So first we're going to add a little bit more water to these greenhouses so that way we don't have to worry about it for a little while. And we did make our $4,000 loan payment, so we're good for that for the month. So, for those of you that are watching, I haven't really done a whole lot with cows, and I'm really interested in trying to start a series with some cows. But the problem I'm having is I haven't decided if I want to do dairy cows or if I want to do beef cattle. So, what do you guys think? I mean, with dairy cows, I mean, you're going to make more money because of the milk than you would beef cattle. But let me know what you guys think. Because I don't have a whole lot of experience with cattle, so I think it would be interesting to play around with that for sure. We're going to just do one more trailer load into the other greenhouse, and that should be good for now, and then we'll look at trailers. Let's get this up here. I think after we get a trailer, we're going to start cultivating those 2 fields, start getting those ready. Eventually, I'd like to look at cutting down some of those trees, maybe extending out the fields a little bit. That'll give us a little bit more acreage for planting. Try to get a little bit higher of a yield off of them. Which the problem is going to be when we get to that point is we don't have any grain bins. We may have to look at some grain bins too, but our finances are going to be stretched just a little bit thin. Hopefully the dealership will have some used machines, because that would be helpful, very helpful. Okay, before we start the truck, let's go look at some trailers. Let's see what, I don't think the low loaders have. We got a couple lizard goosenecks. Or the PJ trailers. That's not terrible for 9,000. Or even this one, but the ramps and the fender wells might get in the way. Let's see what the dealership has and the used. That's for a semi. That's not gonna work. That's a nice grain cart. There's a multi-spreader. I don't know if our little tractor would be able to handle that. Okay, so let's look at this PJ's trailer for 9,500. That's not bad. Let's see. I don't know why, but I like the rims chrome instead of the white. I think we're gonna. Oh, but it's $1,000 more. Okay, let's just go back to the white. It'll be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and buy that. So another thing I wanted to talk about is so there's a mod for realistic livestock. I want to look into it. From what I've seen, you can only buy the cows that are available to purchase, and then you have to wait for them to breed. You can't just buy, which I know that's the real, and that's the way it works. Whoa. But you can't just buy a certain amount of calves or a certain amount of 18-month-olds. You have to let them breed to get calves. So that's another thing. Let me know in the comments what you'd want to see if we did start a dairy farm or a beef cattle farm. And I know I was seeing some of it where sometimes they would have a bull available for the Holstein, sometimes they wouldn't, but they would have a bull available for Angus and then some heifers. So let me know. Let's get this hooked up. I think this truck's gonna pull it just fine. So for our crops, I want to say I want to do corn and soybeans. Eventually we'll get a corn dryer because the profit margin's a little bit higher with dried corn. And then soybeans. I mean, soybeans by themselves are a decent cash crop. And then we might mix in some wheat for some straw, because we can sell the straw. But I don't know yet. We'll see when we get there. We still got a little ways to go. Hopefully we can get a decent paying contract. Because I don't think our lettuce is going to produce that much this month. But at least we can get some of our fields a little bit ready to go. Let's see. I think for now we're just going to park this trailer right here for now. Eventually I'll move it into the barn. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Let's see what kind of contracts we might have. We got chaff. But if we did that, we would have to lease the machines. Let's see. We could do this one, but that is a huge field. Or plowing, spraying. Okay, let's cultivate our fields, and then we will check back on those contracts. Park this in the corner for now. So it's going to be interesting doing this precision farming. Like I said in the first episode, I've played around with it a little bit, but I think I have the order you prepare your field maybe a little backwards. But we're going to see, which I haven't even done the soil samples yet, but after we get some cultivating done, we will see how much it is to maybe lease the machine that takes the soil samples. So let's get going with this cultivator, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, as you can tell, we went ahead and did that chaff contract. We're going to be a little tight with the finances, so So we could use every little bit we can to get the machines and the implements necessary to get these fields ready. I think for this first planting season, we are going to skip doing the field samples, so that way we have the funds needed that we can afford to rent the machine that takes the samples, because I would hate to rent it and then be short on finances because we need to buy fertilizer spreader, lime spreader, seeder, and even then we're going to have to worry about a harvester, which I think we should be able to rent one of those by the time that gets here, because our lettuce will be producing by then. So let's park the cultivator, and we're going to see about a lime spreader. We need to plant or spread some lime, so that way we don't have weeds growing too bad before we plant. So let's see what we got. No fertilizer. So I know that doesn't do lime. This does lime and fertilizer. So 45,000. Let's see. They have this one for 21. I just don't know if our smaller tractor can handle that. I guess we could buy a weight, because that's the only thing we have. Oh, that'll spread lime, but that's bigger than... I wish we had $228,000. Okay. I guess we're going to buy this Amazon multi-spreader, and then we'll just leave it the color it is. We'll probably have to get a weight. Let's go ahead and buy that, and then we need to get liters. Let's see how much that holds, so we don't buy too much. So it holds 6,000. Okay. So what I want to do, I think I just want to buy 2 bags and not just completely fill it up, so that way we're not overloaded with this little tractor. We can get a weight. We shouldn't need anything too heavy. I think we can be alright with this one. Okay, I'm going to run to the dealership and grab this real quick, and I'll meet you back at the farm. Okay guys, we are back. I almost think it would be faster to hook the truck up to the trailer and just haul the tractor to the dealership and back, which we'll probably do that next time. But I think I've decided we're getting close to the end of the episode, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another greenhouse down to help increase the yield of lettuce. So that way in October we'll have a little bit more lettuce to take to sell. But we're pulling back up to the farm here with this new Amazon lime spreader. It looks a little funny because it's pretty big for this tractor, but if it works, it works. And on as tight of a budget as we're on, we'll use it. So we're going to get started liming these fields, and we're going to use steer assist just to make sure we're not wasting a bunch of lime if we don't have to. Let's see, they didn't pull it up for some reason. No field detected. Okay. Let's try this field and see if it works on this field. Well, that's strange. Okay, well. So like I said before, because of the our financial crisis, we're not going to worry about the precision farming that much right now, because I don't want to waste the money on renting the soil sample machine. That used all of the lime. So we're just going to fertilize these fields, or lime the fields, and then right before planting season starts, we'll fertilize it, plant, and then after the first growth, the growth stage, maybe the second growth stage, we'll fertilize again. And then once we get our finances in order, we will start focusing more on the precision farming. Gosh, that ruined my plans. I did not think it would use all that lime that fast. Okay. Let's go ahead and put down another greenhouse, and then we'll use the truck this time to go get some more lime. Let's see. So we'll have to level out a spot here. Just to make sure it's all the same. Okay. Now we'll put down maybe we might do 2 more. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 more, and then we'll soften these edges a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then Paint a little bit of gravel. Come down the back side a little bit. Fix our grass. That looks kind of funny right there, but I'll fix that later. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up. When we come back, we'll be in October, and hopefully we'll have plenty of lettuce to take to the sale. And off camera, I'll get the fields finished up with the lime, and get these 2 new greenhouses full of water. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you look forward to the next episode. I would definitely greatly appreciate it.